Welcome, Mr. Denome, and welcome to this crypto update. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin is now $97,000. And in my previous update, I have to say I was quite bearish, maybe a little bit too bearish. But all in all, I said that 98K is most likely a local top here, and we are looking for more downside. And 94K was the bottom that we got a bounce from. I did make some long trades at the bottom here that were successful, but looks like we did not get a massive crash, at least as of now, because the fundamentals have changed. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the fundamentals, the news, and the technical analysis to basically determine where we think the price is going to go next. Now, what changed? Number one is obviously, you know it already. I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but Putin and Donald Trump had a phone call and they are now talking about peace. And when that news broke out, the stock market in Russia pumped, and also when we take a look at the stock market of USA, you can see S&P 500 index is going up over 1% in one single day here, which is quite nice to see. We have also broken through this downtrend of lower highs here, so this looks like it may actually break a new all-time high. If that's the case, that will obviously be good for asset prices and the continuation of this bull run. But eventually, obviously, this trend line will have to break. And when it does, we are looking for much more downside. I don't know when it will break, but eventually it will break. Maybe it still has a chance that we go like completely parabolic here for a while, and that will be the top. I don't know. We will have to wait and see. I don't really analyze the S&P 500 that much, but there's a chance that it does go parabolic as well. So that is an option. But the big thing that actually changed is this one. So US House GOP has released a budget that would raise the debt limit by $4 trillion. And they expect this to be passed in the next coming weeks. I don't know, 2, 3, 4 weeks, who knows. They will fight about it, obviously, but most likely it's going to be passed because a lot of the things that Donald Trump is now putting out is getting passed. And why would they raise the debt limit by $4 trillion? Obviously, the answer is because they want to print $4 trillion. Why would they raise the debt limit if they don't want to print this money? So this is why the markets are also pumping. And this is good for us, at least Bitcoin investors, maybe even crypto investors, because we need liquidity. And the banks, they are drying up from liquidity. That liquidity shortage may still trigger a panic mode at some point, but this at least shows me that the government is actually wanting to put out more money into the market. So this is good fundamentally speaking, and this has changed my outlook on the market. Before this, I thought that we're headed for a liquidity crisis, but when I'm seeing this now, maybe that can be avoided. So I guess I'm a little bit more bullish now. Also, other things that happened is this Saturday. I told you guys at the start of the week about this already, but I'm just going to remind you that this weekend may have some volatility because Donald Trump has given Hamas an ultimatum that by Saturday afternoon they have to release all of the Israeli hostages or all hell is going to break loose. So if you see bombs flying over the weekend, there may be a chance that Bitcoin and crypto assets have a dip. And if they have a dip on a support line, let me go back to the Bitcoin chart here. If they have a not meant to do that. If the price of Bitcoin or price of altcoins, they go to somewhere like here, to these long-term trend lines here, and then you might actually initiate nice long trades here. I was able to snatch this 94K bottom here with my trades. I didn't have a lot of size in that trade, did not have a lot of confidence because I did not see the news at the time when the market was crashing. But since it was basically at this trend line here, I was like, okay, let me just make a quick trade here. So that went well. But all in all, we are still basically in the bull side with the price here. until obviously this trend line will break at some point. I don't know if it's here or later, but at least for now, we are still in the game. So I have bought back some of the crypto that I sold. Didn't make any losses on that because I was able to buy it back at the same price that I sold when I basically panic sold at the 98k. I got a little bit better price for it, and I made a nice trade here as well. But all in all, I'm basically in the same position now that I was before. I have a little bit more stable coins for now, just to be safe. But all in all, basically 88k is the price level. I don't want to see Bitcoin go below 88k, because if it goes below 88k, then it's most likely that we head for that 78k level, which I talked about in the previous video as well. But that's going on there. Fundamentally speaking, MicroStrategy, they are still buying Bitcoin, so they bought $742 million worth of Bitcoin. Also, Donald Trump's World Liberty Fi, they actually bought more Ethereum as well. I don't have it available here, but they bought more Ethereum during this time as well. And when I go to sentiment.net, what I see here is the amount of Bitcoin supply on exchanges. We had some increases here. Let me actually refresh this. We are seeing some increases here in the supply of Bitcoin entering exchanges. So this is not what we want to see, because when Bitcoin is entering exchanges, that means that people usually want to sell their Bitcoin. Why else would they deposit Bitcoin onto exchanges? So this is slightly worrying to me, fundamentally speaking, still. Also, when we take a look at the amount of stable coins, you can see this is going absolutely flat right now. And that is not good. We want the amount of stable coins to continue to rise to the upside. We don't want to see this being flat, but it is. At least we don't see a lot of activity here on chain from old wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 90 days, over 1 year, and over 3 years. Basically, not a lot of movement, which may be a good thing or it may be a bad thing. I don't know. But at least it seems like people are hodling for now. But if people are depositing Bitcoin onto exchanges, it might mean that they want to crash the price of Bitcoin, at least temporarily, use the liquidation crash to their advantage, and then basically buy the dip on exchanges, and then send the Bitcoin out of exchanges once the crash is done once again. So there may be a flash crash coming based on this information here. It doesn't mean it will happen, but it may happen. But for now, you can see on-chain data as well. You can see 10 to 100,000 Bitcoin wallets have been increasing in size. So we are seeing at least some whale buying activity for now. This is good to see. I have to say I'm getting worried because you can see this blue line here. This is your large whales, 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin holders. You can see they have been massively selling basically since the last peak of $108,000. So this is worrying to me. I have to be completely honest. So this is happening here. Also, when we take a look at Bitcoin ETFs, we are seeing 3 consecutive days of net outflows from Bitcoin ETFs. So ETFs this week have been on the sell side, and yesterday we also saw minus $156 million of net outflow from Bitcoin ETFs. So this is quite bad, showing that people are wanting to sell. So we have some buyers in the market like Michael Saylor, but also it seems like we have quite a bit of sellers on the market as well. So all in all, the prices are still stable, but there is a chance that we see like a flash crash to that 78k level. So keep this in mind if you are trading, if you are investing in this market. 78k is like that would be like a golden zone for me, where I would like to buy Bitcoin if it would go there. But if it doesn't, basically buying above these trend lines here, probably a good idea as well, as long as you have stop losses ready. One more thing I would want to show you guys is on CoinAnk. So CoinAnk is the platform that I use to basically now look at the exchange data, so aggregated spot order books, depth difference chart. This is very important. The name is quite hard to understand, but what it basically means it is that it shows us how much more there are limit sell orders on the order books compared to limit buy orders. And when you see a lot of limit buy orders entering the order books, that is usually a sign that we are in a local bottom here. And when you see a lot of red here, which is that limit sell orders are exceeding the limit buy orders by a mile, then that is usually a sign of a local top. It doesn't always necessarily mean that, but in a ranging market, that is basically quite reliable indicator. So now, at least at these price levels, you do see quite a bit of sell pressure. So people are happy to sell Bitcoin at these price levels to the weekend. So all in all, this weekend is still basically a danger zone. Maybe the start of next week might be a danger zone if, I don't know when Israel resumes the attacks, because it's unlikely that Hamas releases the prisoners. So that could cause a small market crash. But fundamentally speaking, Bitcoin looks a little bit better. So we are not out of the woods yet with Bitcoin. But I'm not as bearish as I was before, because we are seeing basically the intention for more money printing. So that is very nice. But that's basically my update for today, guys. If you want to trade these markets, as you know, I'm sponsored by Bybit.com. And if you use the code denome, you get 10% discount for your first 30 days. And you're also eligible for up to $30,000 in welcome rewards. And you can trade spot, you can trade futures, you can do copy trading, you can do all kinds of things. My favorite feature, obviously, is the demo trading account, which you can open for free. And you can trade with fake money. All the gains, all the losses are happening on a demo account. So you can learn trading, start to use maybe leverage, and not risk any capital. And that's basically how I would encourage everyone to start their trading journey, is to use a demo account first and then slowly go into real money. But that's it for this update. Hope you liked the video. See you guys on the next one, and bye bye.